Today I'm going to show you the second scenario for integrating functions in the form ax plus b to a power n, where n in this case is a negative power, so negative 1. Likewise, we can write that as we're trying to integrate 1 over ax plus b with respect to x. Okay, so let's just go back to when we were differentiating. Let's begin when we learnt how to differentiate the natural log. So if y equaled the natural log of x, then its derivative became 1 over x. Now we learnt that last year. Likewise, if we had y equals the natural log of, say, 5x plus 3, we learnt via the chain rule that the derivative of that became 1 over this, multiplied by the derivative of this, which is 5. So placing it all together, it's 5 over 5x plus 3. Now, effectively, what we want to do is we want to learn how to integrate something like this to get back to this. So it's anti-differentiation. Now, this has a constant 5 at the top of which this doesn't. So remember, any constants can come outside the integral. So I can effectively say that the integral of this becomes this plus the c. But how would we know what to do with the 5? Well, we're anti-differentiating it. We multiplied by the derivative of 5 there to get the derivative. So now we have to undo that by dividing by that constant. So it becomes divide by a, or divide by a here. So let's just write that generally. The integral of something in the form 1 over ax plus b with respect to x becomes 1 over a, obviously that's just dividing by this derivative here, multiplied by the natural log of ax plus b, and don't forget your constant c at the end. Now I'm going to clear some space and do some examples. Alright, one thing I should say is that don't forget, for this to work, ax plus b has to be greater than 0 because we can't divide by 0. All right, let's have a look at some examples. 2 over 3x minus 2. Well, we've got a constant 2 there. So remember, we can pull any constants outside the integral sign, and that enables us to integrate a function 1 over 3x minus 2 with respect to x. All we have to remember now is that we're going to multiply our answer by this 2. So the integral of this, if we follow this rule up here, becomes, let's put that 2 out the front, integral of this becomes 1 over 3. Because that's our value of a, multiplied by the natural log of 3x minus 2, and then we add the c. So if we multiply all that by 2, we end up getting 2/3 multiplied by the natural log of 3x minus 2, and then don't forget plus that constant c. Let's have a look at this one over here. Similar situation. We can pull that constant 2 out to become multiply 2 by the integral of 1 over 2 minus 3x. With respect to x. Now, let's follow the rule. So our value of a is negative 3. So I'm going to remember that 2 at the front. So we've got 1 over that negative 3. That just makes that whole fraction negative, negative 1/3. And then I need to multiply that by the natural log of 2 minus 3x. And then remember to add that constant. Now, pulling and simplifying that together, negative 2/3 multiplied by the natural log of 2 minus 3x plus our constant c.